So we have here a state of stress. Then we're asked to, using Mohr circle, hanapin yung normal and shear stress on this plane. And then i-represent natin in principal and then represent natin in maximum shear stress. Okay? So let's first answer the first item. So, isolve muna natin yung kanyang Mohr circle. Hanapin natin siya sa Mohr circle. So, to do that, you just have to plot. For example, dito kasi nakabuo na yung circle ko, pero gawin natin siya from scratch. So, first things first, we get sigma x, which is, in this case, 0. Sigma y, in this case, is negative 60. And then, tau xy. Now, tau xy technically is negative 90, pero hindi masyadong mahalaga yung signs dahil isi-square natin siya. And then the sign that we will be needing for Mohr circle is the direction of rotation. So, okay lang po yan. Now, knowing this, we can find A, which is sigma x minus sigma y over 2. This is 30. B, which is just tau xy, so negative 90. And then C, which is sigma average. So in this case, that is negative 30. Then R, which is just the square root of A squared plus B squared. So that is 94.9. Okay? So ano lang po yan? The constants. Pero, we can actually plot this without finding these values. Yung C lang yung mahalaga dyan. So, subukan muna natin ha. So this is X and this is Y kasi ito yung vertical plane, ito yung horizontal plane. So if we have here a plot of sigma versus tau. So plot muna natin si point X. Si point X, ang sabi niya ay, ang sigma niya is 0 and then tau is 90 na ang kinukos niya ay clockwise rotation. So X is 0 and positive 90 kasi clockwise. So therefore, pinlot natin yun, it would be somewhere here. 0 and positive 90. So 0, 90. Okay? And then si Y naman, negative 60 yung sigma niya, sabi natin dito. Tapos itong tau, which is also 90, ang kinukos naman niya ay counterclockwise. So therefore, this is negative. So meron kang same height dapat. So somewhere here. Tapos 60, negative 60. So somewhere here. So pinlat natin, nandito siya. Point Y, which is at negative 60 and negative 90. Okay? So, remember, your 2 points already form your diameter. So, kapag ito yung X, ito yung Y, ito yung mabubuong diameter. Tapos yung gitnang yan, that is your center. So, sabi natin, the center is at negative 30 and 0. Okay? So, knowing that, you can actually form the circle already. Pero dahil hindi ako magandang gumawa ng circle by hand, kaya naka-prepare na circle dito. So, re-replot ko lang siya. So, gawa lang tayo ng yan, coordinate axis. So, sabi natin, ito si point X kung saan mag-reach, which is at 0, 90. And then point Y, center muna. So, sabi natin dito yung center. Ito ko lang ng diameter, tatamaan mo na si point Y. This is at negative 60, negative 90. Okay? So first, we need to plot yung 60-degree plane. So drawing lang natin yung point nito. Yan yung diameter. So sabi natin, from the x-axis, ito x-plane, the vertical plane, the rotation to that point, natin para kita pula. Rotation to that point, this is also 60 degrees, di ba? Ganon, that is clockwise 60 degrees. Now remember, 60 degrees in real life is 120 degrees in the Mohr circle na clockwise. So mukha naman tong less than 120, so malamang lalagpas tayo. So pupunta tayo somewhere here. Yan. Let's call that x prime. Such that if we call this as our angle alpha and this as our angle beta, dapat alpha plus beta equals 120 degrees. Kasi nga 60 ito, so 120 yan. So dapat pag ganun na angle. So that is clockwise. So how do we find alpha? So we can easily find alpha since we know that this height is 90, and then this width, dito, ito po, that's just the x-coordinate of C, which is 30. So we know the tangent alpha is equal to this height, which is 90, over this width, which is 30. So alpha equals alpha 71.57 degrees. Okay? Therefore, beta is equal to 48.43 degrees. Okay? Bakit mahalaga na malaman natin si beta? Kasi pag nalaman natin si beta, masosolve na natin itong height na to. How? This distance from the center to any point on the circle is equal to the radius r. Okay? Now, the coordinates of x are sigma x prime and then tau y prime. So, remember that this height right here already corresponds to your tau x prime y prime. Kasi yun yung height from the sigma axis. This is tau. Okay? So, therefore, tau x prime y prime is equal to r times sine beta. So, this one is equal to 71.0 megapascals. Now, since it is below the sigma axis, negative siya. So, sabi natin kapag more circle, yung negative na tau is counterclockwise. So, pag ganito. Counterclockwise. Okay? Now, how about sigma x prime? Nasaan ba si sigma x prime? Sigma x prime is actually from here pupunta dito. That's your sigma x prime. Now, what is this distance ba? From here towards this axis. That is 30. Kasi nga, C is at 30. So, ano ba tong total? Yung 30 plus sigma x prime. So, we know that sigma x prime plus 30 equals r cosine beta. Si r to, beta ito, so r cosine beta yung buong yan. So, therefore, we can solve for sigma x prime, which is equal to positive 32.9 megapascals. Okay? So, we now know the stresses on the 60-degree orientation or the plane. So, we can plot that, we can illustrate that. So, sasabihin na natin na this is your axis, your plane. So, sabi natin ito ay 60 degrees. Now, meron daw sigma x prime na positive. So, dapat pag ganyan, positive 32.9. And then your tau must cause a counterclockwise. So, either pag ganun lang naman yan or pag ganun, since counterclockwise siya, so pababa. Ganyan. Which is 71.0. So, this is now your normal and shear stress on the inclined plane. Okay? May question po ba? Question? Question? Sa letter A? Wala po. Sige, so doon naman tayo sa letter B, principal naman. So again, may naka-ready na akong circle dito. Karihan lang natin ng konti. So, i-replot ko lang po ha. So, we have here, so sigma tau. So, this one is point x. So, ang plot nito is at 0, 90. So, ito yung center. Then, somewhere here is point y. Okay? So, again, if we draw the diameter of the circle, para lang may reference tayo. What we want is the principal. So, nasaan ba yung principal? Ito, di ba? Ito, sigma P1, tsaka ito, sigma P2. So, from x to get to the P1, so, ibig sabihin, mag-rotate ka pa ganyan. That is your theta P1. And then from here to here, that is your theta P2. From X, rotate to theta P1. From X, rotate theta P2. Now remember, this is always 2 theta P2 and then 2 theta P1. Kasi Mohr circle ito. So para hindi tayo malito, pangalanan muna natin siyang, sabi natin, ito si alpha, ito si, pangalanan natin gamma. Okay? So, we already solved for alpha earlier. We said that alpha equals 71.57. Therefore, theta P1 is just alpha over 2, which is 35.8. 35.8 degrees na paganyan or clockwise. And then we know that gamma is just equal to 180 minus alpha. And that is also equal to theta P2 all over 2. So, ma-solve natin si theta P2. So, theta P2 is 54.2 degrees na pabaliktad naman po yan. Clockwise. So, paano natin malalaman yung value ni sigma P1? So, ito si theta P1. Ano si sigma P1? Sigma P1 is just equal to C plus R. So, we already have C earlier. Alam natin to, negative 30. Kasi yung R natin is 94.9. Therefore, sigma P1 is 64.9 megapascals. And then, sigma P2 equals negative 124.9 megapascals. So, knowing that, we can actually now draw the state of stress in terms of the principal stresses. So, balik lang tayo dun sa x-axis. Ito yung x-axis natin. So, rotate daw muna tayo ng 35.8 pababa. So, magkakaroon ka daw dapat dyan ng plane. Tapos, dapat positive 64.9. 64.9 megapascals. Since principal yan, walang shear stress dyan. Okay? Then again, balik ka dito. Sabi, rotate ka daw by 54.2 degrees. So again, meron kang axis. Plane. So sabi naman dyan, dapat negative 124.9. So, 124.9 megapascals. Okay? So you complete that, complete the state of stress. Oops. This is 124 and this is also tensile. So this is now your state of stress in terms of the principal axis. Okay? So question po sa item number 2. Item number 2. Yan yung principal stresses niya. So mapapansin nyo, kumpara dun sa sa analytical, wala siyang masyadong kinakabisadong formula. Mostly geometry yung kailangan natin. Di ba? So kailangan sine, cosine, etc. Okay? Now yung last, letter C. Letter C is in terms of tau max in plane daw. So ito kasi kanina letter B is in terms of sigma P, principal. So nasaan ba si tau max in plane? So if you imagine, ito yun, di ba? Si tau max. Tsaka ito yung kabila. Now again, if we draw a line, so ano muna itong angle na ito? From here to here. So that's actually equal to 2 theta S1. Tapos, from here to here naman, from X, papunta dito sa pangalawa, that one corresponds to 2 theta S2. Okay? So, unahin natin si 2 theta S1. 2 theta S1, that's just equal to 90 minus alpha. Diba? Kasi ito yung alpha, 90 minus that, you get this. So, solve na natin si theta S1. So, theta S1 is 9.2 degrees. So, pag ganun, And how about 2 theta S2? So, paano nyo gusto isolve si 2 theta S2? 180. So, dapat 2 theta S1 or pwede kayo mag-plus lang ng 90 o minus ng 90. Walang problema. So, para lang malinis, sige, gawin natin 2 theta S1 plus 2 theta S2 equals 180. Equals 180. Yan. So, therefore, theta S1, S2 pala, S2. Equals 90 minus this, that's 80.8. Na pag ganito naman. Okay? So, dapat daw sa theta S1 mag-correspond yung tau equal to R, which is 94.9 megapascals, na magkukos ng taas siya eh. So, kapag taas, remember, that is clockwise. Ito naman, yung tau nito na 94.9, ang kukos niya naman dapat ay nasa baba. So, therefore, that is counterclockwise. Okay? So, subukan natin siyang i-plot. So, again, balik tayo kay x-axis. Since doon tayo nag-measure kay x. So, rotate down ng 9.2 pa ganun. So, maliit lang yun. 9.2. So, ito siya. Meron kang plane. So, your tau there must cause clockwise. So, ano ba ang clockwise? So, ganito. 94.9. Okay? Now, remember, kapag tau max in plane, hindi lang siya tau lang. Meron niyang sigma average, which is equal to C or negative 30. So, dapat meron ka pang paganyan na 30 na normal stress. Okay? Sigma average. Now, again, balik tayo kay X. Sabi dito, rotate daw by 80 degrees, 80.8. So, draw lang ulit tayo ng plane. So, ito yung 80.8. Dapat daw yung tau dyan, 94.9 din, pero counter. Ibig sabihin pa ganun. 94.9. And then again, don't forget about sigma average na 30. Tapos, bubuo mo na yung state of stress. So, kumpletuhin nyo lang. Meron niyang 30 din dito, tsaka 30 din dito. Ito, ang kapartner niya, pag ganyan. And then, ito naman ang kapartner niya. Okay? So, that is your state of stress for tau max in plane. Okay?